Welcome back to the Shankly Sessions, everybody. This is the Liverpool podcast. We bring you on the upper tier over there on YouTube. Head over there and smash that subscribe and bell notification button. These absolute games keep on coming around non-stop at the moment. We're getting into the business end of the season now. This week, the Champions League is back. That beautiful music is going to ring through from Tuesday night. But on Wednesday, the Reds head to the San Siro. Massive game against Inter Milan. First leg of this tie, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Such a historical stadium. I've spoke about this before. Hard to believe that it's not historically protected and that it's nearly coming down at this stage. It's going to be gone pretty soon as far as we know. But let's get into this game. This is your preview for Inter Milan versus Liverpool. Massive game. In terms of form at the moment, Inter Milan are coming off the back of a 1-1 draw against Spalletti's Napoli. A first half penalty from Lorenzo Insigne for Napoli was cancelled out by a second half goal from veteran striker Eden Dzeko, a man that we would be familiar with in the Premier League. Liverpool, of course, ran out yesterday against Burnley. 1-0 winners, hard out slog, Turf Moor, tough game, tough team to play against, never an easy place to go. And the kind of place you kind of chalk off during the season, just go there, get the 3 points and get out there. Keeps the title race alive, of course, but certainly indifferent in terms of their form. And a much changed side for Liverpool as well. No Luis Diaz. Thiago was on the bench. Jota didn't start, came on from the bench. So very much changed. I wonder was one eye on Wednesday's game against Inter Milan. In terms of their head-to-heads, Inter Milan, 4 games we've played against them. Of the 4, Liverpool have won 3 and only lost 1. So there is a good form guide there. But a nice sprinkling of dangerous players in this Inter Milan side, and sure to be set up by Inzaghi in a very attacking kind of form. They know they need to try and get a job done at home. Going to Anfield won't be an option for them. Never an easy place for any team to go under the lights on these Champions League nights. In terms of current form at the moment, Inter Milan's form good in Serie A, 2 wins, 2 draws and a loss in the last 5 games. For Liverpool, our form good in the Premier League, 4 wins and a draw. So very, very solid there. Good form coming back there. Also keeping clean sheets, which is always a good thing to see. In terms of team news, Inter Milan, Joaquin Correa and Robin Gosens are both out injured, so they should miss. And of course, a huge player for them, Nicolo Barella, is out suspended. No other further news from Inter Milan's camp at this stage. That's the early team news coming through. In terms of Liverpool, in terms of injuries, we've none. Obviously, doubtful Joe Gomez and Divock Origi, and we have no suspensions going into this game. So he has a full complement of players to pick from and an abundance of riches. Be interesting to see if the boy Luis Diaz starts in this game or if he comes on from the bench. His pace could be very threatening against Inter Milan. Looking at Inter Milan, their predicted 11 in a 3-5-2. Hadanovic, Milan Skriniar, Stefan De Vrij, Alessandro Bastoni, Matteo Darmian, Marcelo Brozovic, Hakan Calhanoglu, Arturo Vidal, a man that we know. This is a man who likes to get stuck in. Federico Di Marco, Lautaro Martinez, the man that was chased by Arsenal for the whole of last summer nearly, and Alexis Sanchez, a man that we would be familiar with, so would our Arsenal viewers and our Man United viewers. Had a brilliant season last season while Romelu Lukaku was there. Real breakout season for Alexis Sanchez, looked really well in that win in the league. For Liverpool, predicted 11, 4-3-3 as always. Alisson Becker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Andrew Robinson, Thiago Alcantara, Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, Mohamed Salah, Diogo Jota and Sadio Mane. So certainly there could be a few changes there. Not convinced maybe whether Jordan will start. His form has been a little bit indifferent. And I think there might be a change there in midfield. Not too sure what he might do yet. I think Konate might come in for this game. Give Joel Matip a bit of a break. He's had a couple of inconsistent performances. Wasn't overly bad against Burnley yesterday, but a bit wasteful in possession. His passing was a bit off, but certainly grew into the game. And up front, you got to put that boy Jota in there. Diogo goals, absolutely banging form. Can't keep him on the bench. And it is getting to a stage, I did say it on the match reaction yesterday from the Burnley game, it is becoming a time there where we have to have a discussion about Roberto Firmino. His form has been absolutely shocking now for a number of months. And certainly Klopp with a decision to make there. But it certainly will be interesting to see what the lineup is like. I wonder, will he go with that midfield? I don't know. I'd like a bit more attacking in there. It might be an idea to maybe try and put this tie to bed, maybe in the first leg with a bit of luck, But we shall see. Certainly, there'll be good choices on the bench anyway. We know Harvey Elliott will be there. We know Luis Diaz, the new boy, will be there. So plenty of options for Klopp. In terms of the betting, I had a look at the betting. Inter Milan are 5-2. The draw is 13-5, and Liverpool are even money. If you want to have a nice little bet, there's a 22-1 there. Mo Salah to score first and Liverpool to win 2-1 is a nice tidy little bet there at 22-1. Luis Diaz, if you think he's going to come on as a sub, Luis Diaz to score last is 13-2. Kind of a little fun bet that you might want to have if you don't believe he's going to start and he may come on. And I think one that's a banker. I mean, this is one you could throw a little nice few bob on it if you wanted to earn a few bob. But Arturo Vidal to be booked is 2-1. This guy picks up a booking nearly every second week at this stage. So I think Arturo Vidal to be booked at 2-1. I know it's a short price, but throw a tenner on it, you get 30 quid back. It's nearly a banker at this stage, isn't it? In terms of predictions, I'm looking at Inter Milan 1, Liverpool 2. I think the game will be tight. Obviously, the danger is going to come from Martinez, absolutely powerhouse of a player. Alexis Sanchez with that trickery could cause us problems. Vidal is going to be strong in possession. He's going to cause that battle there in midfield. Skriniar, we know how good Skriniar is. A number of Premier League teams have chased him up. The boy Darmian, we'd be fairly familiar with as well from his Premier League days. But yeah, a number of players in there still very dangerous, even though they're missing Barella. But no doubt about it, it's a strong Inter Milan side, and they'll be looking to put on a show tomorrow on the San Siro. And continue their journey in the Champions League. But for Liverpool, it's a case of going out there and doing the business. And certainly we would need a serious shake-up from the Burnley performance in terms of it was a bit lackluster, looked a bit jaded. A couple of players looked a bit tired. That's why I'd have concerns. I might have concerns about Sadio Mane starting tomorrow night. He looked really, really tired in that game against Burnley. It was like the AFCON had caught up on him a little bit. So maybe it's a case that Luis Diaz starts. Or maybe it's a case we push Jota out there and Firmino starts up the middle. I'm not too sure, but Firmino's performance have been shocking, as I said. We know where the danger is going to come from. It's going to be Mo Salah. We know it's going to be Virgil van Dijk from set pieces and corners, and Thiago pulling the strings in midfield with his passing and stuff like that. So I think 2-1 Liverpool on the night. Would set us up lovely for the return leg. If we could do more, it'd be even better. If we could put it to bed, it'd be even better. And focus then for the next 2 weeks, both on the Premier League. We have an FA Cup tie, and we also have a Carabao Cup final. So these games are going to be coming at us thick and fast. Plenty of previews, plenty of match reactions and player ratings. Lots of good content coming up on the upper tier, especially through the Shankly Sessions, our Liverpool podcast within the upper tier. If you'd like to contact the show, on Twitter at Sessions Shankly. You'll get us on the upper tier podcast at gmail.com. Drop your predictions into the comments there. Let us know what you think the starting lineup should be. Should Mane start or should he be rested? Is it time to spring Luis Diaz? Should Firmino start or is his form shocking? Let us know in the comments what you think your lineup should be. Till next time, my friends, let's do this. Champions League is back. Let's do this, our red men. Let's come on.